Have you ever wondered what your dreams really mean? Do you find yourself puzzled by the strange scenarios that play out in your mind while you sleep? Well, you're not alone. In fact, one of the most influential figures in psychology dedicated his life to unraveling this mystery. I'm talking about Sigmund Freud and his groundbreaking book, The Interpretation of Dreams. Today, we're diving deep into this fascinating work that changed the way we think about our subconscious mind. So, grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's explore the world of dreams together. Let's start with a bit of background on Sigmund Freud himself. Born in 1856 in what is now the Czech Republic, Freud was a neurologist who became the founding father of psychoanalysis. He was deeply interested in understanding the human mind and behavior. This curiosity led him to write The Interpretation of Dreams, published in 1900. The book wasn't an instant hit, but it laid the foundation for much of modern psychology. Now, let's dive into the key ideas of the book. Freud believed that dreams are a window into our unconscious mind. He argued that dreams are not random, but meaningful expressions of our deepest desires and fears. According to Freud, every dream is a form of wish fulfillment. Even nightmares, he claimed, represent wishes that we find unacceptable in our waking life. One of the central concepts in the book is the idea of dream symbolism. Freud suggested that our minds use symbols to represent our hidden thoughts and desires. For example, he believed that dreams about flying often represent a desire for freedom or escape. Water in dreams might symbolize birth or rebirth. And dreams about teeth falling out? Freud linked those to anxiety about sexual repression. Freud also introduced the concept of dream censorship. He believed that our minds have a sort of internal censor that disguises our true desires and dreams. This is why dreams often seem strange or nonsensical to us when we wake up. The censor is trying to protect us from the shocking truth of our unconscious wishes. Let's look at an example of how Freud might interpret a dream. Imagine you dream about being chased by a giant rabbit. Freud might say this represents a fear of sexuality. Rabbits are known for their reproductive habits. The chase could symbolize your attempt to run away from these feelings. Of course, modern psychologists might interpret this dream differently, but Freud's approach was groundbreaking for its time. One of the most controversial aspects of Freud's dream theory is the Oedipus complex. This is the idea that children have unconscious sexual desires for their opposite-sex parent. Freud believed many dreams stemmed from these repressed feelings. While this theory is widely criticized today, it shows how Freud linked dreams to deep-seated psychological issues. Freud also introduced the concept of free association in dream analysis. This involves saying whatever comes to mind when thinking about elements of a dream. He believed this method could reveal hidden connections and meanings. It's still used in some forms of psychotherapy today. Now let's talk about the impact of the interpretation of dreams. This book revolutionized our understanding of the human mind. It suggested that we're not always in control of our thoughts and actions. Many of our behaviors, Freud argued, are driven by unconscious forces. This idea has had a profound influence on psychology, literature, art, and popular culture. However, it's important to note that many of Freud's theories have been challenged or disproven. Modern neuroscience has shown that dreams likely serve other purposes, such as memory consolidation. Many psychologists today view dreams as a reflection of our waking concerns, rather than repressed wishes. Still, Freud's work opened up new ways of thinking about the mind and consciousness. One of the strengths of the interpretation of dreams is its detailed case studies. Freud includes many examples of dreams and his interpretations of them. This makes the book engaging and helps readers understand his methods. However, critics argue that Freud's interpretations are often arbitrary and not scientifically rigorous. Despite its flaws, the book remains an important work in the history of psychology. It's a fascinating read for anyone interested in dreams, the human mind, or the development of psychological theory. Freud's writing style is surprisingly accessible, considering the complex topics he discusses. So, what can we take away from the interpretation of dreams today? While we may not agree with all of Freud's conclusions, his work reminds us of the power and mystery of our dreams. It encourages us to pay attention to our dream life and consider what it might reveal about our waking concerns. And it invites us to think deeply about the nature of consciousness and the human mind. As we wrap up our exploration of Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams, I hope you've gained some new insights. Whether you agree with Freud's theories or not, there's no denying the impact of this groundbreaking work. Next time you have a vivid dream, maybe you'll look at it a little differently. If you found this review interesting, please give the video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more reviews of influential books. What are your thoughts on Freud's theories? Share your opinions in the comments below. Sweet dreams, everyone. And remember, your unconscious mind might be trying to tell you something.